Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Student, welcome back to our history class. Yesterday, we have completed part 2 of our ninth chapter, that is the Maratha War of Independence, right? Today, we will be continuing with the part 3 of this ninth chapter, right? So, let's see the very first point of the part 3 of this chapter, that is the siege of Jinji. Student, first I will read the paragraph for you all. Siege of Jinji. Once Raigad was captured, the emperor sent Zulfikar Khan to the south on the campaign of Jinji. He laid siege to the fort of Jinji. The Marathas defended the fort bravely for nearly 8 years. The Mughal forces engaged in the siege were fiercely attacked from outside by Santaji and Dhanaji. Rajaram Maharaj escaped through the siege and returned to Maharashtra. Later, Zulfikar Khan captured the fort of Jinji. Now see the explanation, student. Now here, children, what happened? Aurangzeb deployed Zulfikar Khan to capture the fort of Jinji with support of Portuguese, right? He appointed Zulfikar Khan to take a help of Portuguese and capture the fort of Jinji. So, the Marathas defended very bravely for Jinji fort for 8 years. For 8 years, Maratha has been fighting with the Mughals, right? So you can imagine, student, how many years, 8 years have been Maratha Sardars उनके अटैक के आगे खड़े थे 8 years, right? So after the siege of Jinji fort, the fort was captured by Zulfikar Khan because as we know that Zulfikar Khan has a huge army. So इतनी सारी आर्मी के आगे हमारे मराठा सरदार 8 years तक क्या थे, टफ कंपटीशन दिए उन्होंने. बट आफ्टर 8 years it was not possible. The fort of Jinji was laid in the hand of Mughals. As we know that the Mughals have huge army and Marathas were very handful. So after 8 years it was impossible, and finally the fort of Jinji was in the hand of Mughals. So what did Rajaram Maharaj do? Rajaram Maharaj escaped from the fort of Jinji and reached Maharashtra. Now the fort of Jinji was in the hand of Mughals, right? So because of this, Rajaram Maharaj have to leave the Jinji fort and he has to reach to Maharashtra. Now let's see the next para. The return of Rajaram Maharaj to Maharashtra gave a boost to the Marathas' activity. The Marathas attacked the Mughal territories of Khandesh, Warhad and Baglan. Rajaram Maharaj inspired hundreds of brave Maratha warriors like Santaji and Dhanaji with his understanding nature and statesmanship, means wiseness. He motivated them to protect the Swaraj and thus perform a very valuable task. But even as all this was taking place, Rajaram Maharaj died on 2nd March 1700. Student, underline this date. This will be very important. On Siagarh after a short period of illness. Now see, student, after Rajaram Maharaj returned to Maharashtra, what happened to the Maratha Sardars? This gave Maratha Sardars lots of confidence, right? And they started attacking the Mughal territories of Khandesh, Warhad and Baglan, right? Because उनका जो लीडर था वो वापस आ गया था ना, तो when the leader come back, this gave lots of confidence to the other Maratha Sardars. So they started capturing the Mughal territories like Khandesh, Warhad and Baglan. Student, Rajaram Maharaj always inspired his warriors like Thanaji and Santaji because of his nature, because of his understanding nature and wiseness. He inspired many of the Maratha warriors. Rajaram Maharaj student, he always motivated the Maratha Sardars to protect the Swaraj. He always used to say that you have to protect the Swaraj and you always have to perform a valuable task. Right? Even though student, everything was taking place in Maratha Sardar's favor. Right? But suddenly what happened? Yes, the leader of the Maratha Sardar, that is Rajaram Maharaj, died on 2nd March 1700 due to small illness, short period of illness. Okay, so because of small illness, student Rajaram Maharaj, he died on 2nd March 1700 on Siangad Fort. So you have to remember this date, student. This might be come for your fill in the blanks or one line answer. So when did Rajaram Maharaj died? He died on 2nd March 1700 on Siangad after a short period of illness or due to small illness. Okay student, so this was Siege of Jinji. Now next we are going to see is Maharani Tarabai. Let's see. After the death of Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj, Aurangzeb thought that he had won the war against the Marathas. But it was not so. Aurangzeb was winning battle after battle, but he could not win the war. Maharani Tarabai, the capable wife of Rajaram Maharaj, came forward to lead the Swaraj movement in the extremely unfavorable circumstances. Now see student, here we are going to learn a very important character of history, that is Maharani Tarabai. Okay, children, after the death of Rajaram Maharaj, Aurangzeb thought that he had won the battle against Marathas. But it was not so. Is it so? No. औरंगजेब वॉज विनिंग बैटल आफ्टर बैटल. वो एक के बाद एक बैटल जीत रहा था. कौन? औरंगजेब. बट ही वॉज एक्चुअली नॉट विन द वॉर. जो वॉर थी वो अभी तक जीत नहीं पाया था. वो बैटल जीत रहा था एक के बाद एक, लेकिन वो वॉर अभी तक जीत नहीं पाया था. राइट. सो आफ्टर Rajaram Maharaj, who sit on Gaddi student? Yes, his wife Maharani Tarabai. She became the leader of Swaraj. You know student, Tarabai was a daughter of Hambirao Mohite. Yes, we have learned who was Hambirao Mohite. Hambirao Mohite was a great general. Right? Shivaji Maharaj has formed the council of 8 ministers. Na? So out of that 8 ministers, Hambirao Mohite was one of them. So Maharani Tarabai was the daughter of Hambirao Mohite. And after Rajaram's death, all the administration of the Swaraj has been carried out by Maharani Tarabai. Now let's see the next para. Maharani Tarabai fought for 7 years. She kept the Maratha kingdom strong. She took charge of the administration single-handedly and encouraged her Sardars to participate in the mission of Swaraj. Maratha Sardars fought against the Mughals up to Sirunji, Mandsaur and Malwa. Kafi Khan has recorded that Rajaram's wife Tarabai achieved great things and displayed the qualities of leadership of the army and management of campaigns. It added force to the Maratha campaign. Now see student, Maharani Tarabai, she fought for 7 years with Aurangzeb. She kept the Maratha kingdom strong. She took charge of the administration single-handedly. मीन्स अकेले ने उन्होंने क्या किए थे, पूरा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो है स्वराज का शी हैंडल सिंगल हैंडेडली. And she encouraged Maratha Sardars. She always motivated Maratha Sardars to participate in the mission of Swaraj. And the Maratha Sardar student also fought against the Mughals. Maratha Sardars always helped the Maharani Tarabai and they fought together. Maharani Tarabai and the Maratha Sardars together fought against the Mughals. For how many years? For 7 years. Now, next para. Due to the forceful campaign of the Marathas, Aurangzeb was frustrated. The Mughals Maratha fight had continued for 25 years. Still, the Mughals could not defeat the Marathas. In these circumstances, Emperor Aurangzeb died in 1707 CE at Ahmednagar. Once again, student, now underline this line. Emperor Aurangzeb died in 1707 CE at Ahmednagar. The Maratha War of Independence ended with his death. Now see student what happened here. अभी ये जो फाइट थी स्टूडेंट, ये फर्स्ट चली कि टोटल कितने ईयर्स तक चली थी? 25 ईयर्स के लिए, राइट. मुगल्स मराठा फाइट, ओके, कितने साल चली थी? 25 ईयर्स. यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द ड्रीम ऑफ औरंगजेब वॉज रिमेन अनफुलफिल्ड टू कैप्चर द होल ऑफ मराठा एम्पायर. ये उनसे हो नहीं पाया. Still, the Mughals could not defeat the Marathas, right? Student, Maharani Tarabai kept up the legacy of valor. उन्होंने पूरे आत्मविश्वास साहस के साथ मुगल्स के साथ स्ट्रगल की, बैटल की. बट मुगल्स वॉज नॉट एबल टू कैप्चर द मराठा किंगडम, राइट. 25 ईयर्स तक ये फाइट चली मुगल्स और मराठा के बीच में. बट स्टिल 25 ईयर्स के बाद में भी क्या हो गया? मुगल्स वॉज नॉट एबल टू कैप्चर द मराठा किंगडम as Marathas were very handful. Mughals were having huge army, but still they were not able to capture the Maratha kingdom. ये सब करते करते स्टूडेंट क्या हो गया? Yes, in 1707 CE, Aurangzeb died. Now, yes, after 25 years fighting, after the fighting of 25 years, finally now Emperor Aurangzeb died in 1707 CE at Ahmednagar. Where did he die? Yes, he died at Ahmednagar. Now you can understand, children, Aurangzeb fought with Shivaji Maharaj, right? First he fought with Shivaji Maharaj, right? Then Shivaji Maharaj and Sambhaji Maharaj. Then he fought with Rajaram Maharaj. Then Maharani Tarabai. But Mughals cannot attain the Swaraj, and Aurangzeb died in 1707 at Ahmednagar, right? So इतने लोगों के साथ फाइट करने के बाद भी औरंगजेब क्या हुआ स्टूडेंट? He was impossible in his mission, right? And he died. When he died, student, this Maratha War of Independence ended with his death. उसके डेथ के साथ में ये मराठा वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस भी क्या हो गई? यहीं पे ख़त्म हो गई. अंडरस्टूड स्टूडेंट? सो दिस वॉज अबाउट चैप्टर नंबर 9, दैट इज़ मराठा वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस. सो स्टूडेंट, नाउ let's see the conclusion of this chapter, that is what we came to know from the overall chapter. This Maratha War of Independence was the fight between the Mughals Emperor greed means lalach, to expand his empire, and the spirit of independence of the Marathas. The Marathas emerged victorious in it. After the death of Aurangzeb, they lead others in filling the vacuum in the political arena. Now see student, conclusion of this chapter. So children, this movement, independence, Maratha War of Independence, lasted for how many years? 27 years. ये कितने साल तक चली फाइट? 27 years तक, between Mughals and the Maratha Sardars. Okay, Mughals emperor greed to expand his empire. मुगल्स को हमेशा से क्या थी? लालच थी, वो अपना एम्पायर एक्सपांड करना चाहते थे, उनकी लालच थी. बट मराठास वेर इंडिपेंडेंस. मराठास का तो एक ही मकसद था, राइट? क्या? उनको एम्पायर को एक्सपांड नहीं करना था, बट मराठास वांटेड इंडिपेंडेंस फ्रॉम फॉरेन पावर्स, राइट? मराठास हमेशा से क्या चाहते थे? दे वांटेड इंडिपेंडेंस फ्रॉम फॉरेन पावर्स. वो चाहते थे कि ये जगह में हम रहते हैं तो हम रूल करेंगे और हम हमारी प्रजा की रक्षा करेंगे, देखभाल करेंगे. They did not want any foreign powers to interfere in them. Okay, so student, we come to an end of this lesson. So I hope you all have understood this lesson well and find it interesting, right student? Now student, what we are going to see? Yes, now we are going to revise some question answers of this chapter. Okay, so let's discuss some question and answers. First question is, find from the test and write the answers. In that, first is, why did Sambhaji Maharaj return halfway from Janjira campaign? Let's see the answer. Sambhaji Maharaj started a campaign against the Siddhi of Janjira in 1682 CE. The Marathas laid siege to Siddhi, Dandarajpuri, and battered the fort of Janjira with the artillery. But on the other hand, the Mughals' army invaded Swaraj, and Sambhaji Maharaj returned halfway from Janjira campaign to defend his kingdom. Now see student, why Sambhaji Maharaj returned halfway from Janjira campaign? As we have seen, Sambhaji Maharaj was almost win the battle, but in between he have to return, right, to Maharashtra. Why this was happen? Because student, because as we know that when Sambhaji Maharaj was about to win the battle, he heard the news that the Mughals army has invaded Swaraj. They attacked the Swaraj. So after hearing this student, Sambhaji Maharaj has to leave the battle, winning battle, in halfway from Janjira campaign, and he has to reach to Maharashtra to defend his kingdom, right? So I hope you understood why Sambhaji Maharaj returned halfway from Janjira campaign to protect his kingdom. Now next question is, why did Sambhaji Maharaj decide to teach a lesson to the Portuguese? Now why did Sambhaji Maharaj decided student? Because student, what happened? The Portuguese of Goa, they joined hands with the emperor against Sambhaji Maharaj, right? Against Sambhaji Maharaj, they joined hands with the emperor. So because of this student, Sambhaji Maharaj decided to teach a lesson to the Portuguese. Understood? Now next we are having is give reason. In that first is, Aurangzeb turned his aim towards Adil Shahi and Qutub Shahi kingdom. Now let's see the answer. Aurangzeb was not able to succeed his campaign against the Marathas. Student, as we know that Aurangzeb was always trying to win the Maratha kingdom, but he was not able to succeed, right? Therefore, what happened? He suspended the campaign and turned his aim towards Adil Shahi and Qutub Shahi state. As we have seen, he has decided that now what I will change my mind. First, I will join hands with Adil Shah and Qutub Shah. Okay, so he killed Adil Shahi and Qutub Shahi, and he captured all the kingdom, all the wealths of both the state, both Adil Shah and Qutub Shah. Now he became more powerful. So after this he started concentrating on the Marathas. So this was the Aurangzeb aim towards Adil Shah and Qutub Shahi kingdom. Understood? Next we are having is, it was decided that the Raigad fort should be fought under the leadership of Maharani Yasubai. Now see student, answer. Zulfikar Khan put Raigad under siege. What happened? Zulfikar Khan attacked the Raigad fort, right? Rajaram Maharaj and his wife Maharani Tarabai, Sambhaji Maharaj, wife Maharani Yasubai, and his son Shahu were in Raigad. As we have seen, these four family members, royal members of the Maratha family, were in the Raigad fort, right? These four were in Raigad fort. Now it was very risky for all the members of the royal family to stay at one place, right? So Maharani Yasubai, she decided that Rajaram Maharaj should escape from the Raigad and he has to leave to a safe place like Jinji, and the fight to defend Raigad will continue under the leadership of Maharani Yasubai. And as we have seen, she decided that कि अभी यहाँ पर हम चारों का रहना क्या है, it was not possible because अगर पकड़े जाएंगे तो चारों भी पकड़े जाएंगे. So it was very risky for all the members of a royal family to stay at one place. And after that, she decided that now it is safe. So Rajaram Maharaj should leave from Raigad fort now, and he has to leave for Jinji. And this fight with the Mughals will continue by me. So this fight will be continued under the leadership of Maharani Yasubai. Okay student, so here we come to an end of our chapter number 9, that is the Maratha War of Independence. So everyone has to read also. Everyone has to read the chapter once again also, because reading is very important, children, right? So read the chapter once again, try to understand, watch the video and copy down your notes properly. I hope children you all have understood it. So take care and have a good day everyone. Thank you.